What's in the box? Let's take a look at what you have in your shares this week. So I've pulled a large share and a fruit share just to talk about some highlights of what you're bringing home. We have different lettuce from our local farmers. We've got romaine and then also the butter lettuce. These are great. Butter lettuce, as you know, is more delicate, so eat it quickly. Romaine can be a little hardier, but this has a little sweeter flavor, so people really like that one. Large share has carrots with tops. Small share has just the carrot root. Remember, when you have tops of any type with a root, you always want to separate the greens from the bottom. And I always separate it where there's just a handful, like a tiny amount of green on the top. So you leave the root completely intact. But you can eat these greens. These are a little on the bitter side, which is amazing for digestion. And you can pop just a small amount in your dishes, your soups, your salads. You can find recipes for a really strong flavor and do like a pesto. So good. One of my favorite things. This week we have smaller yellow potatoes, which most people think of potatoes and they immediately think, ooh, I'm going to fry it, saute it, put butter on it. But did you know when you have little guys like this, they're perfect for steaming. When you steam it, you don't have as much of that oil, so it's a little more heart healthy. And these yellow potatoes are a little more sweet, so it's going to lift that sweetness without the heaviness of an oil. And they don't take very long to steam. Really, truly don't. Sometimes I'll cut them in half and they'll go much faster. Avocados, jumbo guys. Remember, when you cut your avocado, it starts to oxidize. That's why it starts to brown. You can keep it in the peel and just use what you want out of the peel and leave the pit and the peel and kind of put it together. Even if you've used half of it and it's empty, but you still have some avocado in there, put it together whole and it'll oxidize a lot less and last a lot longer. Let's talk about turnips. Everybody gets so afraid of turnips. You guys, don't be afraid of them. So turnips are great. They can have a sharp flavor like radish, but remember when you cook them, it'll take that bite off, so it makes them much calmer and more soothing. I love adding them with apples, believe it or not. So turnip roots and apples pair really nicely together. I like to add maybe fennel and kind of go in that direction for a soup or a broth. If you eat meat, a lot of people will pair these together with lamb or turkey or even chicken because they go well together. Remember, again, you're cutting your tops off from your bottoms. The tops have a lot of great nutrients, but here's the thing about turnip tops. The turnip greens go very, very fast. They're very sensitive. And so usually after 3 days of being picked, they're mostly no good. But what I like to do is get what I can. I go through the few greens that have lasted by the time I get them, take them off, and then I will do one of two things. I'm either going to eat them that night, and so I'm preparing them like I do my others to steam them or what I'm doing with them, or I'm going to chop them and freeze them because then I know later I can use that cooked just fine and not lose the nutrients. These are really, really good for bone health, good calcium, and really healthy for you. Of course, detoxifying when you can get the greens, but usually you have to pick through them and know which ones you're going to get to keep. Definitely worth getting to know. I love pairing those greens with these, the collard greens. Don't be afraid of collard greens. They play nice with turnip greens and your kale. These all three play so nice together. You could literally take this with your fresh garlic, maybe just a little bit of avocado oil in there and a little sea salt, and you have an amazing dish. The thing about collard greens is you can use the bigger leaves like this to wrap sandwiches in instead of using grains, right? The kale is actually a mix. So you have different types. You have your winter kale, your lacinero kale, And I like that because you get different nutrients from them and they taste slightly different. So that's one of the things I like about getting things from our local farmers is you can get a mix in one bundle and experiment a bit. So we do love that. Zucchini. Everybody goes, I don't know what I think about zucchini, but they're really good for digestion. And what I like about zucchini is they'll take on the flavor of whatever you add to it. So whatever you're cooking with, it's going to pick up that flavor. That's why I use them as zoodles a lot. I use them here in the cafe for our noodles that are grain-free. Creamer peas are back for large share people. Remember that you're going to cook them until they're soft. So maybe 30, 40 minutes, depending on what you're cooking it with. Fresh peas have to be used up pretty quickly. If you're not going to cook them right away, that's okay. Freeze them. They'll be ready when you are in the freezer. And that way you don't lose anything. Remember, your microgreens are like very concentrated vitamins and minerals. It's like a multivitamin in every bite. So even though you just sprinkle a few on top of your food and eat them, you think you're not getting much, you're really superfooding your whole dish. Don't cook with these though. Keep these raw. And I love this broccolini. Yo, local broccolini, so nice. Did you know broccolini is different than broccoli? Broccoli has your high vitamin C, right? This actually broccolini has more vitamin A and calcium, so great for eye health and skin health, hair health, and of course bone health. Broccolini is just more concentrated than the broccoli itself. Both have good fiber, just a little bit different flavor, and this is a little more tender. Yes, you can eat the stems. I just take the last tiny bit off, and they're really good and tender. And then we have local Rebel cherry tomatoes, which most of you know what to do with these for Easter dish. These are going to look so nice, leaving them raw in a salad or just slightly steamed or cooked on top of a dish. A really nice pop of color with these. And I love that. A lot of people like that they're a little bit more sweet. And then, of course, lemon. I always encourage people to take your lemons and your oranges, keep your peel. However you use the inside when you're done, you can zest the peel, chop it, or dehydrate it, or even just freeze it so that when you make tea, it's a great way to flavor it and get more vitamin C in your tea or your drinks. You can literally take the peel. I love lemon peel, and I just plop it in my water, and it just infuses throughout the day, and it actually makes your water absorb a little bit better in the body when you've added that pop of lemon or lime. Bananas. So if you're not going to use your bananas right away, I will peel and freeze. Then you can bake with them. You can do anything with them. Remember, these are also really good. If your bowels are moving a little too much and you need some help, this will slow them down quite a bit. Then, of course, we have our local yellow sweet onion, which I really like because it's a little sweeter and just a different flavor than those other onions with a bite to them. So those are really nice that we still get them. And so, of course, we have that Granny Smith apple, which, y'all, did you know it's spring? This could be your best friend because Granny Smith apples have quercetin in it, which is an antihistamine naturally. I love taking that little bit of sour and sweet and mixing it in with things that I bake or cook. So this would go nice with those turnips over there. And you can make a nice surprising dish with a great flavor. Pine berries. Oh, the treasure. This is a short season, so we only get them for so long, but I love these. They're white and pink berries that have a little less sugar than strawberry, but a great flavor of like a pineapple strawberry mix. And it's really good for you. High vitamin C still, all the things that you would think. In fact, pine berries have a little bit more vitamin C in them than regular strawberries, which is really nice. So you have a lot of great things to work with this week in your share. And members, of course, we've emailed you the recipes of what you can make specifically with all these goodies this week. We just love it when you go and explore new foods and different recipes so it never gets boring because Whole Foods doesn't have to be boring. So hopefully this will give you some ideas of what you can do with your shares this week. Thanks, guys.